guys, it's Will.
Not Mike.
This is First Watch, the show that's part review, part reaction. It is a very, very special day because we are back with more Andy Sidaris. You know we love Andy Sidaris.
We love big ol' Andy.
Big ol' He's short, though, wasn't he short?
Yeah, but he's big.
We did Malibu Express, which is one of the best movies ever. We did Hard Ticket to Hawaii, which is another one of the best movies ever. Picasso Trigger, which I loved. We did Savage Beach. We are now back with Guns. This is the 5th film in the BBB series, which I think is Bombs, Bullets, Babes. It's also known as GGG, right? Which is Girls, Guns, and G-Strings or something like that.
Or just good.
Every time... Yes! Good. Or great.
Yeah.
Every time that we post an Andy Sidaris clip or an image or something on our 80s Nerdgasm Instagram, somebody comments Girls, Guns, and G-Strings every single time. And that's all he writes. And I'm like, this dude is a super fan.
We're super fans
now. We are
now.
super fans. I'm going to say straight up, this is my new favorite movie. Like, I effing loved this movie. And, I mean... I had a little debate with one of my friends on Instagram who's also a big Andy Sidaris fan, and he's like, did you like that more than Malibu Express? I'm like, I think I did. I think I did, because Malibu Express is just so ludicrous. But, so, to give you, we'll talk about the ludicrousness and the amazingness of this movie. Eric Estrada is in this movie. We have Donna Spear, we have Roberta Vasquez, who are Andy Sidaris regulars, who have been in... Donna Spear, I think, is in all of these movies.
So far, yeah.
And Roberta Vasquez was in Picasso Trigger. Yeah. And then Cynthia Brimhall is in this movie, who is then in the next one, too, which is called Do or Die. And she sings. She has, like, a song and dance routine. And she was a Playmate, right? Yeah. So, Eric Estrada is an arms dealer. And he is running guns through Hawaii, obviously, because Andy Sidaris loves to shoot in Hawaii, as we know. And his team of... female undercover agents is largely based in Hawaii. Hawaii and Vegas are like their big locations that they're based out of. And so Donna Spear and Roberta Vasquez, who are partners, so I guess like the Roberta Vasquez, because in previous films, Hope Marie Carlton was her partner.
I think she just stopped making the movies.
Yeah, so Roberta Vasquez, I don't know if she's like supposed to be explicitly like a very different character. She's just kind of stepping into that same role. But the setup is that Eric Estrada is... He's running these guns, and they're Chinese communist guns, and they have a giant red star on them. They're like machine guns with a giant red star because, guys, these are Chinese communist guns.
You gotta know.
You can't forget that. So two assassins are hired by Eric Estrada to kill Roberta Vasquez because he wants to send a message to the government agency. Stay out of my gun running enterprise or whatever. So the guys, now we're just going to talk about how ludicrous this movie is. So in a good, amazing way. In the first scene where, and I have to mention, Devin DeVasquez is the bad woman, who's Eric Estrada's, and Danny Trejo is in this movie.
For some reason.
So we meet these two assassins, and they're explaining to Eric Estrada, like, oh, we like to use explosives, and we like to be really far away.
They talk about these
blow
fancy
someone
kills.
up, right? And he's like, no, I want you to use a gun and shoot the person in the head. And they're like, okay,
and leave a card.
And a playing card. That's like his, like, you know. And these guys are like these like paisans from like Brooklyn or Queens or New Jersey, Staten Island, wherever, right? Like, hey, don't like this guy. They're very like typically male. Okay, so when they go to do the assassination, they dress as women, right? And they very much look like men dressed as women. They're wearing wigs. They're big dudes. They haven't shaved, right? And they go and they spoiler alert. I'll give you a second to turn this off if you don't want to know what happens. They killed the wrong person because she's wearing the same dress as Roberta Vasquez, right? And then they leave the card on her and they run away. And the bystanders are like, two women just killed her. It's like, no.
It's definitely not two women.
The guy has like a 5 o'clock shadow and he's like 6.5 feet tall. Anyway, so they go and they take off their women's clothes and they run away. And you're like, okay, they were just trying to put the heat off of them and make it seem like some women did this hit so no one can find them. Okay, so later on, someone is like, hey, I think I found those assassins who tried to kill you. They're in this bar. Come and meet them. And they're dressed as women again. And they're just hanging out at the bar just like women.
Drinking. And then the line that Roberta Vasquez does, they all gather and they're talking about like who's doing the killing.
No.
We can't say it, but you have to see it. I don't think we can say it.
No.
So we won't. But you have to see the movie just for that line.
Oh, it's amazing.
And then they Do they kidnap the Attorney General in this? Yes, they do.
It's because it's Donna Spears' mom.
Yeah, but when they kidnap her, still dressed as women. There's no reason. Their identity's already revealed. Everyone knows who they are. They know they killed this person. They know who these people are. They even have files on them. They're still dressed like women.
But in the first scene, they're not just like women. So why do they all of a sudden decide they have to start dressing like women?
It's never explained. It's beautiful.
So good.
It's so good.
And then
there's just nonsense.
Danny Trejo is like Eric Estrada's like muscle, and he goes around whooping some ass. And this is the movie with the remote control boat.
That's amazing.
Should we spoil it for you?
Yeah, spoil it.
There's a scene where a guy is out fishing in his little boat, and his wife is in their houseboat, and she's sending like beers out to him on a remote control boat. He's like, "Oh, I need another beer." And she like sends one out. Good. So then Devin DeVasquez, who plays the evil woman, comes and kills the woman. And then the guy's like, "I need another beer." She puts a grenade.
It's only been like 2 minutes, too.
She puts a grenade on the little boat, and she sends it out, and the guy blows up.
And then he looks at it for like 5 seconds, and then it blows up.
There's the sex scene on the motorcycle.
It's really
Remember
good.
that? Isn't this the one where they're in the dune buggy, driving around in the desert?
I think so.
And someone is attacking them from like an airplane or something.
A helicopter.
Then,
So almost all of Andy's movies have some kind of helicopter or airplane, and it gets blown up. It has a rocket launcher blowing stuff up. It has some kind of toy delivering an explosive. Like he likes these things; they're funny. And in this one, like towards the end, Donna Spear has the rocket launcher, and there's like the whole setup with this guy doing magic, and so Eric Estrada's holding her mom. And he's like,
her mom. So by the way, her mom is the Attorney General
for some reason
of Nevada.
Yeah, and we never know until the 5th movie in the series that
her
main
mom is there, but she and her mom are like the same age,
basically.
And I'm like, wait a minute, that can't be her mom. But it's like, no, that's her mom.
She looks like she's like a year
so
older.
the guy who orders the beers out to himself on the boat, he's a magician.
And so at the end, and he does an act where he steps on a button and you fall to the trap door. So Eric Estrada's holding Donna Spears' mom, and Donna Spears has a rocket launcher aimed at him, and he's like, "You shoot me, you blow up your mom." So she steps on the button, and her mom falls like 2 feet. She shoots Eric Estrada with the rocket launcher. She's only like 5 feet away. Yeah, it explodes him into a bunch of little pieces.
Like 4 rockets.
It explodes him into tons of pieces. The mom is fine, and she's fine. I'm like, at least the sound wave.
This is also the scene where there's a male agent who can't shoot. And he's trying to shoot Danny Trejo. He trips. He shoots the ceiling, but he shoots a rope that makes this whole scaffolding collapse.
A sack falls and it misses the guy, and the guy's like, And then the scaffolding falls, and it's Danny Trejo who gets crushed by that.
This movie is ludicrous in the extreme.
And then it ends with them all together just laughing about all these murdered people, and they don't give a fuck. They're going to go do some sex and drink some beer. And it's the perfect ending to a movie.
I think the reason that I like this more than I like some of the earlier movies that are equally as ludicrous is that, like in Malibu Express, and we talked about this in our reviews, in Hard Ticket to Hawaii, there are scenes where you're like, what is happening? This has nothing to do with this movie. Like the scene with the football players in Hard Ticket to Hawaii. This movie is like a really coherent, start to finish, like 80s action movie that is self-aware in the extreme, and it's just completely ludicrous. This is really my new, like, in terms of just pure enjoyment, this is my new favorite movie. It's called Guns. These are released by Mill Creek, and they're inexpensive, and they are Blu-ray, and there's a ton of bonus features on here. So if you're watching on YouTube, in the description of this video, we will include a link as to where you can go and buy this or just read more about it. And if you're on IGTV, we will @ Mill Creek because they are on Instagram, and they are very active, and they post tons of cool stuff. They have their own streaming service. It's called Movie Spree, so there's a lot of links on their page to where you can go watch free movies on Movie Spree.
Yep, I'm putting that in. I'm going to watch it on my computer.
So when you buy their Blu-rays, they give you a code for the movie, and you create a Movie Spree account, and you can add the movie to your account. So then you have it digital, and you have the Blu-ray. I mean,
check it out.
It's an amazing movie.
I hope they release all of them so we can watch
There's
all of them.
There's 12 altogether. This is the 5th one in the series. Yeah.
We'll see.
Guns. It's amazing.